Work is now underway at the Kennedy Center to scrub all references to President Trump's name after a judge ruled that the building's rebrand was illegal. Staffers were ordered to immediately take Trump's name off of social media accounts, email signatures, and other documents, and they have until June 12th to take his name off the building. Joining me now, Democratic Congresswoman from Ohio, Joyce Beatty. She's an ex officio member of the Kennedy Center board who has been fighting the Trump administration over the name change from the beginning. Congresswoman, thanks for being with us. Once Trump's name comes off the building, do you think that the president will move on from the Kennedy Center and focus on his other projects around D.C., like the ballroom and the arch, or do you see him sticking to this?
Well, he's made several statements, as you know. He has said that he was done. He wanted to give the Kennedy Center back to the Congress, and certainly we would welcome that. As a matter of fact, to that point, we filed today another motion to ask the judge to make sure that by June the 12th, that there is a plan that we can continue to proceed with keeping it open. So we're very hopeful. We're moving along. We're working with his team, his lawyers, to make sure that we remove that from the website and from all correspondence. And again, that's by June the 12th. Judge Cooper was very clear. This was unlawful, and that's what this is all about, that it was an unlawful gesture by Donald Trump and those board members that agreed to this. So we are moving on the rule of law to make sure that we correct it. And let me just say, we're getting calls from all over the country about how excited people are that we're standing up, not only for the rule of law, but for this living memorial to John F. Kennedy.
What's the sense that you're getting among staffers after the judge's ruling?
Well, I'm getting the sense that people want to get back to business as usual. They want to make sure that people like the National Symphony comes back to the Kennedy Center. They want to make sure that artists, performing artists, and families, this was all about a fight for artists and families and the rule of law. So we are very excited and we're very hopeful. We are meeting to make sure that we can do all the due diligence that we need to do. We are hoping that the board will function as a board should function. We also know that there are things that we need to do to restore the Kennedy Center. We're not being naive. We had a plan that we did. We brought in experts to look at it, and we now know that we can make those changes and keep the Kennedy Center open.
So you mentioned the National Symphony Orchestra. It's been thrown into a state of limbo. They have said that they've been rendered helpless to plan for their season because the Kennedy Center has not approved their budget yet. How does the center now move forward from this and ensure that the performing arts are preserved?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's one of our top priorities. It will be that hopefully when we look at the June 12th plan of action, that it will talk about performances like the National Symphony Orchestra, that we will be able to get a budget and a plan together. We know that the Congress has allocated $250-some million for us to proceed with restoring the Kennedy Center, and we are hopeful that donors will step up now that they know we're moving ahead and performers will come back. And so I think there'll be a lot of movement and a lot of people who will be thrilled to come back. The Kennedy family is excited that we're able to move on. And I am very hopeful as I continue to talk with them that they will be of help to us.
The president, as you alluded to, has been planning to close down the center for 2 years for renovation, but also that was blocked by the judge's order. So I understand that there's probably a lot of logistics in trying to put these performances back on the calendar. How complicated is that, and when do you think we'll see performances?
I do think that it's going to take some time. I don't have an answer today, but I can tell you that people are making phone calls, people are coming together. So we're taking it one step at a time. The biggest thing was to remove the name so people would come back because it was unlawful. The second is to get the declaration with the motion we filed today that by June the 12th, we'll be able to put a plan together with those who are engaged with the Kennedy Center. So we're taking it step by step, but it has been a great victory, I would like to say. And there's so many people who are on our side that have called in, former donors, people who have supported it, artists. So we're going to have to sort through it. It's not an easy task. I'm not being naive, but we do have people who are wanting this to happen. And so I am very confident that we will continue to work together with anyone who wants to work with us.
Before you go, I just wanted to ask you about America's 250th anniversary celebration. You know, 6 musical guests have dropped out of performing, saying that these events have just become too politicized. President Trump has promised a rally to end all rallies, featuring himself, essentially. How do we get back to a place in this country where we can celebrate America's birthday in a bipartisan fashion and use the performing arts to do that?
I'm calling on people, Democrats and Republicans, to have the strength to take our country back, to make sure that we are celebrating just in a few months 250 years. That's something that should not be partisan, because we were all in this together. We had to fight to make sure that we could even have our existence. So I think that if we can really look at people wanting to make sure that if there's one thing we should be able to stand together on, it should be our own existence for 250 years. So I think there'll be more to come on that. Absolutely. And thank you in the media for calling that out. We're going to ask corporate America, labor, religious groups, for everybody to come together for our 250-year celebration.
It is quite a milestone, and we should all celebrate it. Congresswoman Joyce Beatty, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.